prepare my headset for Monday because I know that I have to get up and I have to basically go in front of these people who already think like I'm a brat and stuff like that. So Monday comes around, first period, I email Mr. Booster and I'm like, hey, can I talk to you later? Like later throughout the day during my lunch period. And it's not about like the role. So he's like, sure. So when I go in to talk to him, I immediately I was like, you know what, you're right. Because of the fact that Sunday I didn't feel great, but it wasn't as severe as Saturday in that moment. And then I apologized to him again, and then I elaborated on the apology because I was like, no matter how I was feeling, I should have never I don't have the right to do that to you, right? Because of the fact that you're an adult and it's your decision. So, and then he tells me again, like, the passion you have, like, keep that. Like, don't ever get rid of it, right? Because of the fact that not a lot of people would go this hard behind it. It's beyond even passion at this point. It's just, it's like, I know,
like, you're frustrated.
I know for a fact that I've been cheated, and it's like, even if I can't be that role, like, even if I can't be the person I want to be, then at least let me be a part of the process.
Use the right lane to take the exit to merge onto Sam Rayburn Tollway. Then keep right to merge onto Sam Rayburn Tollway South.
Don't put me on JV because of the fact that, one, I'm a senior. Like, don't let that be the end.
So the better option that you could have been
was an alternate.
Keep right to merge onto Sam Rayburn Tollway South.
You can't get it because you're a senior and it's for juniors?
It's not for juniors, it's just
lower classmen.
Yeah, because of the fact that alternates, what they do is they basically prepare you for the next UIL. Okay. But this being my last year, it's like, what are you going to prepare me for?
Right.
So, and you can only have a certain amount of actors because it's competition. You can only have a certain amount of actors, a certain amount of text, and a certain amount of alternates. So I go in, like, while I'm still, after I apologized, I'm like, just, like, there's no way you can, like, at least, like, find another alternate position for me because of the fact that no matter how mad I am, I know that I still want this. So it's like, even if I can't be a role, give me the process at least. And he's like, I don't think so, but I'll check. So today, like this morning, he calls me in the office and he's like, basically, he's making me an alternate. I mean, like, I can't be listed on any official document, but the fact, like, I'm still a part of the team, just
not on paper.
Not on paper. And I'm like, I'm fine with that. Like, I'll take what I can get at this point.
So why do you want to be a part of it so bad?
Because I love it.
Aww. Do you love me as much?
Stay in the left 3 lanes.
Why are you making this up?
No, I'm just kidding. You can't always be the #1.
No, I was #1 in that case. Like, I know.
No, I know that, but in life it's gonna happen to where even if you feel like you're the best at whatever it is that you're doing, there's always gonna be a deciding factor that makes you not eligible to be that #1, you know?
When I tell you this was the most, like, eye-opening, humbling experiences ever, I learned a lot in these past 72 hours. I really did.
Well, I got something that's gonna make you feel better.
Got my car.
No, we're going to look at it.
Right now?
Yeah.
Whoa, wait, are you for real?
Yeah, that's why I checked you out.
Wow. And I was dreaming about that last night. I was like, man, I'm not even gonna get my car. I was like, I need to go drive. I was like, ooh, wow.
Hope that makes you feel a little bit better.
It does, you know? It really does.
You know what?
So I was thinking about this album's coming back.
The audio's nice. That is a nice audio. Sheesh.
Dang.
Get your ass over here. It's out your price.
You know where your intentions were coming from, or like where you were coming from, but you can't explain that to other people. I mean, you can, but you can't shape their opinion of you if they don't want to change it.
But you also have to set the tone and the perception of how you want people to perceive you as well. So if you know that you're a brat or you can behave in a bratty way, but you don't want people to think that way, then why give them a reason to even perceive you in that manner? You know what I'm saying?
It was 12 hours. I was tired. That's why I went and apologized to him the second time, because it should never gotten that far at all.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I feel like you learned your lesson.
Yeah, say you got cheated twice and I was messed up.
No, I didn't tell him that.
No. But just in general, you know how many times you go fail at things in life?
That's exactly what I said.
No matter how smart you are, how good you are. Shit, your best people in the world as far as sports people go, fail. But you're still the best in the world. I mean, you're not going to succeed right away at everything. But now you just fail on top of fail on top of fail. You never succeeded, but you've been in places, you've had major parts. You're good.
Like, I know that. It's just there was no reason as to why like that part shouldn't. I can understand if I wasn't talented,
Right.
but I was. And I didn't get the part because of the problem you already knew existed.
Welcome to the real world.
There's gonna be people who's gonna let you slide, and there's gonna be people who are going to want something different in that particular moment. So it's like, even though I hired you, I could have hired you to do my makeup 50 million times, but for this particular photo shoot, I'm going with this person because I want what they have at the moment, what's being offered. So I'm not discrediting you and your talent, but I want something different. You know what I'm saying? And you have to be willing to accept that. Because if not, then you're gonna always have that grudge against people who never choose you. It's almost like having a barber and an alternate barber. Remember how you was kind of going back and forth? So if one's not available, or if one did not so well this round, you're like, oh, I'm not going back right now. You know, I'm gonna go to this person, and I'm gonna go back if this person's not available. So you're having two alternates based on one, just the availability, because basically the only reason for not going to the first barber is because of the availability. Not discrediting the talent, not discrediting punctuality or anything like that, just not availability. And technically it's not her fault because it's like, you wait till us. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, you have to almost like hold yourself accountable when it comes to certain things. So it's like, okay, now, because that's something that I was telling you from the very beginning, enunciate, be vocal. At the same time, if you know that that is an issue, that's something that you should be working on, like often, on that you have several different plays for. And if you experience the same thing over and over and over, and then you finally get, it's like almost like, I ain't claiming this on taxes this year, I ain't claiming this on taxes this year, and then the one time you don't claim taxes, you get dinged. How do you get mad? You know what I'm saying? So you've been sliding all this time based on your talent, and not like there's one little piece of criteria, but then the one time you get dinged, now you like butthurt. Like you can't, you gotta suck it up. Put your big boy drawers on, you know?
People on the scene,
This is so
and you feel
boring.
you should not stop, then
I've
get out of the
literally
way.
been doing this
Rubbernecking
for
only makes for more traffic
hours.
congestion.
I could see how that could pose a
Oh my
problem. I've
gosh.
noticed that sometimes traffic on both sides of the highway.
Hey guys, so today has been a very slow day because I've been kind of dealing with and consoling Derrien in regards to auditions. Well, the casting list coming out this past weekend, like Friday, and you know, he had an outburst and things didn't really like go the way that he thought it was going to go based on what the theater teacher said was going to happen. So we kind of been dealing with that all day today. And, you know, as a guardian, as his aunt, I've just literally been in a position where it's kind of disheartening to come home after having a weekend of fun on my own, to know that he was upset the entire weekend, handled basically handled the situation out of anger and out of spite, and his reaction was uncalled for. So I had to like talk to him about that. I even got Wendell to talk to him, and you know, the good thing about it is that he realized before even talking to me about it or letting me know what happened, He handled it the right way by apologizing to the castmates and to the instructor. And then the instructor had a talk with Derrien, and they figured out a place for him in the varsity casting role. And it's basically more so because of Derrien needs French 3 in order to attend the college that he wants to attend. And because he has to take French 3, he can't be in production 3 or production 4. So he basically started theater as a junior, you know, in production 1. So when it came down for this casting, it was along the line of he was not eligible to be a part of the varsity crew because of basically his schedule. And then the part that he auditioned for, he was neck and neck with somebody, and the person that he was neck and neck with didn't even want the role. And Derrien and the rest of the castmates, you know, thought that Derrien really deserved it. So when the casting list came out, the other person got the role, and then the instructor then said that Derrien didn't get the role because of, not because of his talent, but because of the enunciation of his words. You know, it's not clear enough. And that's something that, you know, Derrien pretty much has struggled with throughout all of the plays. But he always managed to get the roles and whatnot. So there's one time when he didn't get the role and he worked really hard for it and the other person didn't really want the role, Derrien felt some type of way about it. Basically spazzed out, felt like he was cheated. And so did a few other castmates dealing with their roles. But Derrien was really the only one that spoke up about it. So he became basically an alternate. And then last minute, because other kids felt like, you know, it was unfair for a role to be created on the varsity side for Derrien based on the fact that other people auditioned and didn't even make it. Just in general, they said, you know, well, it's not fair that a spot is being created for him. But the theater teacher understood that Derrien didn't have the opportunity to be in production 3 and 4 due to his schedule. So then after, you know, like we went to lunch and whatnot and a few appointments, Derrien, he went back to school, and then the theater teacher said that he had to take the position that he created back because one of the lead students felt some type of way and was literally about to quit. So that made Derrien really upset. And yeah, so I've been kind of dealing with that all day up until this evening. So yeah, so it's pretty disheartening, you know, and I'm trying my best to encourage him. I feel really sad because I wasn't there when all of this was happening. And he didn't tell me about it, you know, over the weekend. He was letting me enjoy the weekend. So when I came home, he still didn't mention it. And then he told me about it today. And then literally all day, this clusterfuck has been happening. So, yeah, I've been kind of sad with that because it's, you know, it is a teaching moment that you can't just spaz out when things don't go your way. And so I had a very heartfelt, heart-to-heart conversation with him about that, and, you know, told him to use this as a life lesson, because in life, you can't get everything that you want. You are not going to get every position. You are not going to be number one in every situation. However, I do understand how he could be upset for the teacher coming to him and saying, like, hey, we do want you in varsity, so we are going to create a spot for you. But then less than like 4 or 5 hours later, come back to him and say, hey, you can't come into the auditions because I have to take the position away from you because this person feels like this is unfair. And if he walks, then he walks, and I basically want him in the play, so I'm gonna let you go to keep him. So I was like, do you want me to go talk to the teacher? Do you want me to email him? And he's like, no, I made up my mind. I'm just not going to do it at all. I don't, you know, it's just not fair. So I've been kind of dealing with that. And then on top of that, I have to complete a 6-hour driving safety course online. So I've been kind of knocking that out. So my day has been pretty like chill. I have about 4 hours left to complete on this driver safety course, because I did get a ticket and I'm trying not to have it on my record. So I have to like complete this by tomorrow, just so I can get it to the courts before the holiday, because I'm going to be out of town, and you know, I don't want it to be like prolonged and stuff like that. So I'm trying to take care of that. Yeah, so that's basically been my day. That's Vlogmas day 18. Yeah, just kind of dealing with consoling a child, and also, you know, teaching him about life lessons. So if you guys have any advice or have kind of gone through it, like what's the best way, like what do you say in that moment? Of course, like I did what I thought was the best, you know, called out his wrongs, called out his rights, basically acknowledge his passion for it, acknowledge the fact that he is talented, and also acknowledge the fact that just because you are talented, that doesn't mean that you're going to get every position, because there's going to be someone else with, you know, a different criteria that may fit that particular situation in the moment, and it may not necessarily discredit you from like being talented, but more so just kind of keep you away from getting that position. So how would you guys handle it? You know, it's kind of, and he doesn't want me to talk to the production teacher, so I pretty much feel helpless. I was crying, I was sad, because he was very, very upset about it. Like, he worked really hard, you know, was getting up, spending 12 hours at school, only to have a position created for him that was out of his control, and then to get it taken away. But at the same time, you know, it's one of those repercussion things, you know, like you have an outburst and you do the wrong thing at the wrong time in the right place. There are going to be people who don't like it, you know, don't agree with it, and you pretty much have to take your L on it. So he understood his wrongs, and he also understood his rights. But it's still, you know, it's still sad. It's still one of those things, like, as his aunt, and to see him, like, you know, just feeling like frustrated about it, and him feeling like, well, this has happened more than once. I'm neck and neck with someone, and then after a while, it starts to feel like, well, I'm just not good enough. And it's like, no, it's not that you're not good enough, but despite the amount of hard work and effort that you put into a situation, like I said, there could be a certain criteria that they're looking for that could hinder you from obtaining that position. So yeah, I'm just like, I'm hurt, because I really don't know what else to say to him. You know, he's in his room right now, he's frustrated, sad, mad, and I'm just like, you don't want me to talk to the teacher. You know, we've had a very long talk. We went out to lunch, and Wendell had a long talk with him. And yeah, it's really nothing that we can do, nothing that we can say to change the situation. So, you know, I have explained to him that, you know, keep your head up. Don't let it discourage you. Don't let it diminish the effort that you put into anything that you do in life. You know, and just excel, and just like be an overachiever no matter what. Don't let one situation like hinder you from showcasing that you are talented, that you are someone who puts forth effort in anything that they do. So it's tough. It's a tough situation. Very, very tough. All right, guys, so this morning I have to go to the courthouse because your girl got a ticket, okay? I had things to do, and I went a little faster than I should have, but I had to get my nails done, and I had to make sure that I was on time to get my nails done, just so I could have enough time to make it to my doctor's appointment. And so that was a few months ago, and the judge, she was not with the shits, and she was like, you can either pay this ticket or you can do defensive driving and all that good jazz. And I was like, I'll take defensive driving, Your Honor. go ahead and sign me up. And then, you know, I had to sign myself up. So the past 2 days I've been working on that because I've been trying to like knock it out before I leave for the holidays. And yeah, so it's very time consuming. It's a 6-hour course, 6 different modules. You have to do 15-minute breaks in between each module before you can move on to the quiz. And then once you pass all of that, then you have a final exam. And you have to make an 80%. You can take it up to 3 times. But your girl passed the first time, so that's good. And now all I have to do is take my certificate to the courthouse as well as my certified driving record. And then I'll get the ticket dismissed. So that's what it is this morning. I'm gonna head to the courthouse. So let's go. Ticket is dismissed. Ticket is dismissed. All right, guys. So I just picked Derrien up from school, and I'm treating him to a smoothie since I be living my best life while he at school. I guess I felt a little generous today because he had a hard week at school. So
Very hard week.
Mine's sour.
Taste mine.
Yours sour too.
Mine's is good. It's just your taste buds.
So basically the plan right now is I'm going to take him to CarMax because I feel like CarMax has the largest selection and variety of vehicles, and Derrien is pretty much stuck on specific cars because that's really all he knows, and he's trying to avoid the camera because he said he don't have a haircut.
I just look rough today. It's been a rough week, okay?
Shoot,
It's been a very rough
I look
week.
rough. I get on camera, I look rough, then I turn up and get beat. Sometimes I look like I got beat, but
just finish telling this.
But yeah, so he's only used to certain cars, and that's only because like my mom has a type of car that he wants. I have a type of vehicle that he wants.
Oh,
so,
no, I never said that.
yeah, you did.
I never said anything about your car.
Yes, you did.
I never said that.
I could have sworn you said.
No, I did.
Yeah, I'm about to say. I could have sworn you was like saying something about mine. Yeah, you looked at a vehicle like mine.
No, I was like, no, just give me your car.
No,
That's what I said.
oh no, never mind. No, you didn't.
I was like, just give me your car.
Yeah, you did. So he's not familiar with like all the vehicles that they have. You know, I'm like, oh, there's Hondas, there's Nissans, there's Impalas, all of these cars, but he really doesn't know how they look, you know? And so I could show him online, but I just thought that it would be cool to like actually bring him to the car lot and show him different cars. And then from there, being that he will know, you know, all of the different variety of vehicles, then we can narrow down an actual dealership to actually go and get that specific vehicle. But I didn't want to take too much time by going to like a Honda dealership, a Nissan dealership, Ford dealership. Like I was just like, no, we're going to CarMax and we're gonna browse their lot and just see like exactly what they have. So that's what we're gonna do today.
I like this.
You like this?
I can see it. I like the emblem. But that's
Okay.
something, you know, like, you pull out, you can look at the car, you can like, that's it, because I remember it's cool.
Oh my gosh.
Not too nice, but just not too ugly, you know, not too plain.
So you want something masculine? So like something like this you would like because of the front.
Yeah, like this, I don't like the front.
Okay.
It was something, like, I like the idea of it. The hood, I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
Now, if it was that, on something like that.
On what? Okay.
I feel so.
That's a Hyundai, but you don't like.
Oh, you drive a Honda.
So I think these are the compacts, and they start to get lower as you go that way.
Where's my Lincoln?
Your what?
Where's my Lincoln?
See, like this is an Altima. This is nice. You don't look at this. This is nice.
Those are not nice.
Yes, they are.
These are whack cars.
Whack?
These are whack cars. cars. I do know. I also not.
So what kind of, I don't understand. Oh yeah. This is my car, guys. What is it? Oh, Hyundai. Yeah, that's the kind of car I was telling you about.
Really nice. I would drive this.
That's a Sonata, Hyundai Sonata. With your price range, Caesar, you can't have the whistles and the bells. Boy, you could buy your own touchscreen. You better you better get.
I like this one.
You better tell everybody to get you certain things for next Christmas, and you could pimp it out.
This one is dope. I like this. I like the build of it. I'll probably get a different color.
This is a Honda.
No.
The Hondas are nice. Because you could be in a Oldsmobile.
Some of them are nice, just not that one. And look at the front of that one. It's just like, no.
So you like a very masculine front.
The build.
The build
it's
of
all
it.
about the build. See, like this isn't bad. This black one?
That's a Nissan.
Yeah, this black Nissan built at the front is not bad. But
That's a Maxima. But that's the newer version.
listen, you can't expect me to have good taste and be broke. They don't mix.
What? The body styles change every few years. So you may not get exactly what you want. So you need to really pay attention to if you like Nissans, if you like Hondas, if you like Hyundais.
That's why I just wanted to go with the weekend. I already know what they look like. I like it already. Simple. That's funny,
See, but the thing is, all of these cars are going to be expensive. So, because a lot of them are new. So that's why I said, pay attention to what cars you actually like, and then we find something within that brand.
So, what was that? Regal? Buick?
Buick Regal.
I like the build of this.
What is it? What
The interior though, is that leather?
No, I think it looks like it's cloth.
Yeah, I like the cloth. I'll probably make it leather.
You don't have customization options. What? Who does this child think he is? I'd probably make it leather. You could do it. You could customize it on your own time and your own dime, sir.
A Sonata? Wait, is this leather?
This is an Elantra. Child, I am freezing. You better take some notes. Come on.
Okay, I think I see my way to see.
You can't do nothing to me because you in traffic. You can't do nothing to me because you in traffic. You stop. Hey, what's up, guys? So right now I'm just doing some tax calculations for the first quarter of the new year, and I have all of my receipts in Ziploc bags because I'm a very hands-on person. I know that I should be using an online organizer, receipt organizer, and money management online system like QuickBooks, but for right now I like to kind of just keep my eyes on and basically just calculate everything myself. I do believe that I will eventually switch over to probably using QuickBooks, but I write everything down kind of based on categories, whether I took flights, baggage fees, Ubers, car rentals, parking, food while I'm traveling, fuel while I'm in a rent-a-car while traveling. I also break it down by things that I buy for home decor, because I do share it on my social media and that is a part of my job, so I can get percentages off. Any new electronics that I buy, clothes that I buy that I will showcase on my platform, any maintenance that has to be done to my car, fuel that I put in my car, cell phone bills. So I just try to keep everything in order. I write everything down, calculate it, by hand using a calculator, and then I then go into making an Excel spreadsheet to list everything out for the quarter. That way it makes it easier to just pay quarterly for your taxes. And if you choose not to pay quarterly, then you can just add it up based on the quarters. Just, you know, total everything up, and then you have everything right there, and you can always go back and add it. So that's what I'm doing this morning, because I'm about to head to my CPA in a little bit, so I can kind of knock this out before the New Year's. And yeah, that's what I'm doing this morning. I've been doing that since last night. And I also have some receipts here that I'm gonna organize, because these are receipts that I want to make sure I can use. The ones I have in my Ziploc bag, I know I can definitely use these, but I want to keep these separate, because these are the ones that I have questions about. So yeah, so I have that. I'm about to slip some clothes on and go check Derrien out of school. And then I need to run to the CPA office and then handle my business with Derrien, and then drop him back to school, most likely, depending on how long things take. And then come home and pack, because I am going to be spending Christmas with La Familia. I think I said that right. But yeah, I've been on this damn floor for I don't know how long. Whoo, child, honey child. Honey child. Okay, so I just made it to my CPA's office. About to knock out these taxes. I know I'm gonna be back in really soon, but I had to take care of this before I continued Vlogmas. I know Vlogmas is probably gonna be all over the place, but you know, for the past few days I had to take care of certain things, be a responsible adult, and get certain things done. You know, I love creating content for y'all, but at the same time, it's really hard to like kind of handle business and vlog, because one, you want to like make sure that you're not missing anything when taking care of business, and not delaying the process, and just making sure that like you're thoroughly taken care of and going through things that like you need to go through. And at the same time, it's really hard to vlog when it's like personal information, you know. All right guys, so I'm finishing up at Quee's tax service. This is Miss Quee. Hi. She's awesome. I've been working with her for the past 3 years. So as I was telling you guys earlier about like me being that hands-on person, like wanting to like have tangible access to my receipts and whatnot, she suggested more so looking into Neat Scanner versus QuickBooks, because unless you actually have a business, you said, right? Unless you actually have a business for someone like me, it wouldn't be as beneficial unless like you actually have a company. Right. But Neat Scanner, you can scan your receipts in, and then it automatically like categorizes the receipts. So that's something that we talked about. And then we also talked about, instead of doing the quarterly taxes, that we you know, continue just going the route of filing towards the end of the year, rather than doing the money exchange with the IRS.
And have separate bank accounts set up just for tax purposes.
That way, because if you send the money in,
they draw interest.
Yeah, they draw interest.
You're maintaining your own interest.
Okay, so that makes sense. So instead of doing it quarterly like how I was explaining it to you guys, it would be better just to put the money for taxes in a separate account and then just pay everything off at the end of the year.
That's correct.
Okay, so that's the route we're going to take from now on, guys. And yeah, so the tax preparation has been great, and I just wanted to let you guys kind of know the helpful information that I received from Miss Quee. And if you guys have any questions, let me know, and maybe I could do a Q&A with her one day, or you know, just find out the answers that you guys need to know from her. All right guys, so
you did that on purpose. I know you did that on purpose.
We're finally home, and I'm on wine glass number 3, because Christmas shopping last minute was dreadful. No, that's not even what you drink. Put it back. Put it back. Put it back.
Stop me from drinking
Put
juice.
it back.
Stop me from drinking juice.
For real, I'm so serious. There's other options in the house.
Like what?
There's
no juice though.
There's other options in the house. Put my stuff back.
There's no juice though.
There's a swig. You drink what? Y'all, he think I'm playing. There's other options in the freaking house. Put it back.
Like what? Water?
Crown apple. Lord, god damn it, I'm an alcoholic. There's cran apple. Drink that.
Yeah,
Put it
but
back.
you know, I don't want apple. I want grape. You're not gonna deny me juice, will you? If you do,
You don't
that's
even
kind of like a
freaking
bad
drink it.
person.
Put it. Oh, he took the cap off. Put it back.
Come on, for real. Are you real like
I am.
For why?
Put it back. Cause you don't even drink that.
But you could come back and buy some more.
Put it back.
You're not even gonna be
Put it
here
back.
for like how long?
It's my last week. Put it back. I might need this as a mixer. Put it back.
Tonight.
Nope. When I come back.
Exactly.
I might
so
be
why
stressed.
you just don't
I
buy
might be
another
stressed from being around family. Thank you.
one? This only got one swig in here too.
That's fine. That's absolutely fine. I don't drink that. You see? I'm ungrateful. Boom. What day is it at? What day is it at? What day is it? Vlogmas 21. I'm moving slow because I'm tired. Y'all, I had the longest few days ever. Okay? Ever. And I know you guys are probably like, girl, you should have all your videos together. You just got back from Atlanta. You full of energy. Ma'am. Baby girl. No. Okay? Because, listen, from the moment I landed off the plane, I had responsibilities. I had to set the alarm. I had to bring Derrien to school. I had to make sure that I'm coming back home and doing my defensive driving course because a bitch was not going to jail because the judge was not with the shits. Yeah, so I handled that for the past few days. Even whenever I would try to vlog during the day, I'm like, by the time I like actually pick up the camera again to continue the vlog, it's too late. So Vlogmas day 18 through 21 is completely all over the place. And I know y'all feel me because y'all have days where shit just ain't going right. Shit is just not going how y'all planned it to go. This is the grounds for Vlogmas this year. I want it to be very authentic, very organic, very real life. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss.
You know what sounds good right now?
Mm.
Starbucks.
I said that at the freaking mall. I was like, dang, I should get some hot chocolate. You want me to make you some hot chocolate? Just kidding. Anyway, I'm going to drink my wine. You missed me, Papa, while I was gone?
No, because what'd you tell me? What is the #1 rule when you travel? Yeah, that's right. It's reverse question time. What is the #1 rule when you travel?
Don't text me unless it's an emergency.
Exactly.
Y'all gotta understand. If y'all ain't got no kids, nephews, nieces in y'all household, these kids text for whatever reason. Not so much pun.
Yeah, I was
P?
say P.
P would... Nanny. Why you not answer me? Nanny. Pun. Why you not answer me? Pun.
I think P has like borderline abandonment issues.
I'm like, yo, don't text my freaking phone unless it's an... If y'all not dying, if you're not going to jail, you're not killing each other, don't text me. Don't call me, don't text me. So does that make me unfit? No.
Does it? No, I wouldn't say that. But you know what does make you unfit? Not feeding your children. You know, some people actually go to jail for that.
First off, you have more than enough food in the house. You choose not to eat. There are kids with no water, no food, and no clothes in other countries.
Been there.
Would you
done
like
that,
would you like to
currently.
count your blessings in 5, 4, 3, 2? Go. How that song go? You know what I'm trying to say?
You need to stop. Yeah. That's me during my application process with Pepperdine. What do you mean? I am a Christian.